everyone, my name is Seran Ardianto. So in this opportunity, I will tell you about the grammar and each part of speech. It is very necessary for us as a student and as a teacher to know and understand this material because it is a very important thing in the English lesson. So before that, I will explain about the definition of grammar. So grammar and vocabulary are the components that should be mastered in the teaching learning process of language. The word of grammar has several meanings and many people attempt to explain about the grammar. Different explain or define the terms grammar differently. From the Harmer 2001 explained the grammar as the description of the ways in which word has changed their form and can be combined into sentence in a language. It also defined by later 1977 as a study of rules that are claims to tell the student what should and should not say in order to speak a language of the social education class. So in this definition, we can conclude that grammar is the study of classes of words, their inflection, function and relation in the sentence of language. So learning grammar means the study how words are constructed in the sentence well, when the pattern of the grammar is used appropriately and how the sentence will be interpreted correctly. It assumes which is not only how language is put together and how it works, but also it's about the system and the pattern in the selecting and combining words. It also tells about the construction of sentence. So having known the definition of grammar, it is not hard to understand why grammar is useful and important without knowing the grammar of a language. The student cannot comprehend the essence of the text when they read. In this case, good grammar acquisition will help them in it. Mastering grammar helps students to understand every word when they are reading as well as speaking, listening, and writing. Now we want to talk about the part of speech, each part of speech. Each part of speech is nouns, verbs, pronouns, preposition, adverbs, adjective, interjection, and conjunction. A noun is a word that name a person, a place, a thing, and an idea. Kind of nouns is usually common nouns, for the example boy and girls. Proper nouns is specifics again, for the example Ryan and Mary. Singular nouns is boy and girl, and the plural noun is boys and girls. And singular possessive is boys with a comma and girls, and plural possessive is boys and girls. What is the difference between the plural and a singular possessive and a plural possessive? The plural possessive is a comma in the end of the word, so the singular possessive is a comma in before s. It is a difference between the plural possessive and the singular possessive. And next is the verb. The verbs are words that express action or other ways help to make a statement. Actions, subject and linking and predicates. And every sentence must have a verb. And kinds of verb, for the example, is action words express a mental or physical action. For the example, he rode the horse to victory. And also Linking verbs make statement by connecting the subject with the word that describe or explain it. For the example, he has been sick. Okay, next is pronoun. The pronoun is a word used in the place of one or more noun. It may stand for a person, place, thing, or idea. Personal pronoun for the example is I, me, mine, your, you, yours, she, her, hers, it, its, myself, yourself, and the other. Indefinite pronouns for the examples is anybody, each, either, someone, one, and etc. And demonstrative pronouns for the example is this, that, this, those. And interrogative pronouns is who, when, which, and whose. So the next is the adjective. So the adjective is modifies or describes a noun or a pronoun. For the example, this is a question that can explain of the adjective. Did you lose your address book? What is the adjective? The adjective is in the sentence or in this question is address. Is that a wool sweater? The adjective is wool. And just give me 5 minutes. 5 minutes. So the next is the adverb. The adverbs modifies or describe a verb, an adjective, or another adverb. For the example, answer this question. He ran quickly. The adverb is quickly. She left yesterday. Yesterday is also the adverb. We went there. There. It was too hot. Too. In this sentence is the adverb. Okay, next is the preposition. A preposition introduces a noun or pronoun or a phrase or clause function in the sentence as a noun. The words or word group that the preposition introduces it is object. For the example in this sentence is they received a postcard from Bobby telling about his trip to Canada. The preposition, you must remember that the preposition never stands alone. Preposition always stand up with noun or and a pronoun and object preposition. You can praise those live under class. In this sentence, preposition is under and class is an object. Her telegram to Nina and Ralph brought good news. And in this sentence, object can have modifiers. It happens during the last examination. And some common prepositions are aboard, about, above, across, after, against, along, amongst, around, at, before, by, done, during, from, in, from, of, on, and etc. The next is the conjunction. A conjunction is a word that joins words or groups of words. For the example is and, or, neither, or nor, either or, and but. And the interjection. The last is the interjection. Interjection is an exclamatory word that expresses emotion. For the example is goodness, oh, the cute baby. Or, whoa, look at the sunset. Look at that sunset. In this sentence, goodness as an interjection, and whoa is also interjection. That exclamatory words express emotion. I think that's all for me, everyone. I'm sorry for my mistake. This is just a little bit definition of the each part of speech and definition of grammar. I'm sorry for my mistake, and I'm just make application about the each part of speech, and then you can download, and I will share you the link in the comment, but I will clear the privacy to this application. I hope you can watch it, and see you next time. Bye bye.